Hi, Paul Donovan here from avtechnician.ca, your channel of tips and tricks for AV technicians. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to continue on in the OBS world. I'm going to give you part 2 of the video series on OBS Studio. So let's remember, I already did that part. Okay, here we go. Subscribe to my channel. That's you click on the subscribe button. If you like this video, give me some thumbs up. And if you want to leave me a comment, please do so. I really do read them and I appreciate them, and they're often sources of motivation for me to create new videos. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button and the like button, and away we go. So we started out in the previous video in part 1 where we started out learning a little bit about OBS Studio. If you haven't already downloaded the program, here's the link on the screen there that you can see right now. It's www.obsproject.com. And that is where you can download and install the program. Now, don't worry. You go ahead and do it. Hit pause. I'll come back. I won't. Okay, you can carry on. There you did. You installed it. Great. Okay, wonderful. So in the previous video that I did on this, we talked about the settings associated with OBS, the user interface and the settings. Today, I want to talk about scenes. Very important part of the interface. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transition over to OBS, and I'll show you some things about scenes. Now, as I mentioned in my previous video, I like to work in the studio mode. You have the studio mode or you have the regular mode. When the regular mode, everything you do that makes changes affects the program. And so when in your studio mode, you have your preview side and you have your program side. You can make all your changes in this side before you transition them over to this side. So right now my screens are black, and on the left side down at the bottom here it says scenes. A scene is, well, just as the word applies, it's what things are going to look like. This is how you prepare for having scenes. So you could have a scene that's a camera only, you could have a scene that is the PowerPoint only, you could have a scene that's a graphic, you could have a scene that is a blend where you have a picture, graphic and graphic. You could do a lot of things. So your scenes are very interesting. So you have the plus mark here, and if you hit the plus mark, you can give a scene, and the name they give you by default is scene 2. And you click OK, and now you have 2 scenes. Now these scenes don't have anything in it, so it's not a big problem. And now a lot of people will say, well, that's wonderful. It doesn't really do anything. Yeah, it's fine. This is the simple part of this whole thing. But setting up scenes is critical. And you want to have these scenes set up in such a way that you will also have the various things set up so that you can just hit one switch to one scene and then flip over to it right away. If you're in studio mode, you transition to it. If you're in the regular mode, it has its own methodology. It's a great method to move between different scenes. Just like what I'm doing here when I started this video up. I started out talking to you folks. Let's see, where's my transition button gone. Alright, so I hit transition. This was me, hi, see? And I transitioned to a different scene, and there's my full screen of the OBS. Back and forth. This is how I transition. Back and forth, and back and forth. Now, here's a little tip for you that many of you may not realize. It is possible to run OBS in more than one instance on your computer. You're saying, why? What do you mean? Well, right now on my computer, right here, I'm actually running 2 versions of OBS. I have OBS running that what you're seeing right now is OBS Scene 1. And this is off of an OBS that's actually recording. But the one that I'm showing you, the one right here, this is not the OBS that I'm currently running. This is a completely different OBS. So what I could do is I will show you how that works. So I'm actually going to start using sources. Well, even though I said I'm only going to show you scenes in this video, I'm going to just give you the short run of things here. So I'm going to start a source, and what I'm going to do is going to hit plus, and I'm going to do a display capture. So I hit display capture. It wants me to create a name, and I do so because it doesn't know of any other ones, and hit OK. And then I have the ability to choose what I want to do. Capture method automatically, and which display do I want? Do I want to capture it off of my primary monitor? This is the monitor on my PC right there. That's my camera, but down there that's my PC. Or I can choose to go to the secondary monitor, and that's the one that is on there right now. Or I can actually go to my third monitor, which is the OBS that I'm actually using. I'm actually using to record my video for this thing. And if I was to transition this over, you would see what it looks like. This is me that I've created a scene that shows you my screen number 2. All right, now if I can also go in here and I can drag this to make it go full size, then I can transition it, and there you see. What you see right now is a screen capture in OBS. So you're looking at the OBS of an OBS. So the OBS that you see here is the OBS I'm running for doing my screen record. I'm not going to look at you guys there. So. And the OBS down here is the OBS I'm using to teach you about. So it's interesting is the fact that I'm recording another version of OBS that is running. So that's just a very simple look at it. But you want to have these simple scenes. So if I go here into scene 2, nothing's there. I can go here and I can also choose to do a window capture. There we go, window capture. And my window capture, I can tell it to go capture my PowerPoint. And there's my PowerPoint. I can tell it to not capture the cursor, and it goes like that. And now I have my PowerPoint right there. And I can stretch it bigger, smaller, take the bottom piece off, and transition it. And now you can see I've got 2 scenes. I have scene 1, which is the display captures, capturing my recording version of OBS. And scene 2 is my PowerPoint, scene 2. Isn't that amazing? And so each of these scenes that you see, scene 1, or not marked 1, but scene 1 and scene 2, are each independent. I can always move back and forth between them. If I don't go in scene mode, I can just go like this. And by default, it fades, 300 milliseconds fade, like it shows here. So when I go, I immediately switch that way. Some people like this method. I don't. I like to have the studio version. So if I go back to studio mode here, you'll see that I've got there and there, there and there. So this is your little short synopsis associated with, okay, transition me over so you can see me again. So this is just a brief synopsis of scenes. In my next one, I'll take some more time to show you about sources. So what happened here now? So that's the end of this little video. I'm Paul. Thanks for watching. By the way, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe, that's helpful too, and leave comments. So we've just finished this video. I'm Paul Donovan from AV Technicians, your channel of tips and tricks for AV technicians. Please come back and watch again. Thanks for watching.